Amidst the chaos, have you ever pondered on finding your haven within? Welcome to the realm of Stoicism, a personal ethical philosophy strongly rooted in logic and understanding of the natural universe. This philosophy arms the modern warrior with self-control and resilience, equipping us to battle anxieties, doubts, and distractions. Stoicism is not a philosophy but a lifestyle. A lifestyle where serenity is not just an elusive dream, but an attainable reality. Prepare to tread on a path to uncover the fortress within you, built with the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism fundamentally cultivates the cultivation of self-control and resilience as methods to conquer destructive emotions. It is a philosophy that equips us to take charge of our emotional reactions, not to be influenced by transient pleasures or life's inevitable twists, but rather to remain resolute and tranquil amidst the turbulence of existence. The Stoics, guided by Zeno, described the good life as living in agreement with nature. But what does this represent? It's about embracing the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. It's about realizing we are part of a grander entity, an immense universe, and learning to harmoniously coexist with it. It's about recognizing the existence of elements beyond our dominion and finding strength in this acceptance. Moreover, the Stoics asserted that destructive are birthed from errors in judgment. A sage, or a person of moral and intellectual perfection, they believed, would not succumb to such emotions. This is because a sage has the wisdom to understand that things like wealth, fame, and material possessions are not the ingredients of happiness. Instead, they are indifferent and not worth the emotional chaos they often instigate. Grasping these principles can aid us in incorporating Stoicism into our daily lives. It encourages us to introspect on our values, our responses, and our position in the universe. It dares us to pursue wisdom, to search for tranquility, and to live in agreement with nature. Like a willow in the wind, we must yield gracefully to life's challenges, viewing them as lessons, not setbacks. In the following scene, we will delve into practical ways to assimilate Stoic principles into our everyday lives. Stoicism isn't just a dry academic theory, it's a dynamic guide for existence. More than merely observing the world around us, it instills a proactive approach to reshape our engagement with it. So, how can we weave the Stoic principles into our everyday lives? Firstly, we must acknowledge the fact that Stoicism offers a lucid roadmap to navigate an ethical life amidst uncertainty and challenges. It urges us to live with virtue, meaning, to exhibit wisdom, bravery, fairness, and moderation in all our actions. This might manifest as a simple act of patience and empathy in a trying situation, or as a significant gesture of standing for justice against odds. Secondly, Stoicism enlightens us to concentrate on what is within our control and release what isn't. This philosophy can be a potent instrument in mitigating our stress and anxiety. Instead of fretting over external happenings or outcomes, we should channelize our energy into regulating our thoughts, actions, and responses. This shift in focus can usher in a profound sense of tranquility and fulfillment. Lastly, Stoicism inspires us to live in alignment with our inherent nature. It implies acknowledging our rational and social attributes and living a life that mirrors these realities. We should endeavor to employ our rational faculties to comprehend the world and our role in it, and act in ways that foster unity and community. Thus, Stoicism is more than grasping the world's essence. It's about immersing in it and doing so in a manner that brings us closer to peace and joy. In the whirlwind of our daily lives, Stoicism teaches us to find stillness within. It encourages mindfulness, our secret weapon, to anchor us to the present. It invites us to savor each breath, each step, and discover magic in the mundane. In the following scene, we will delve into some notable Stoic quotes that embody this wisdom and guide us on our path to a Stoic life. Now that we've grasped the application of Stoicism in everyday life, let's explore the insights of some of the most celebrated Stoics. These quotes, in essence, echo the core of Stoic philosophy and serve as navigational beacons for those in pursuit of tranquility and joy. First, we turn to the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and an esteemed Stoic philosopher, who proclaimed, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This quote resonates with the Stoic stride towards focusing on what lies within our realm of control, our thoughts, deeds and responses, rather than being preoccupied with external events or consequences. Our next piece of Stoic wisdom comes from Seneca, another luminary of Stoic philosophy, who asserted, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This pearl of wisdom underlines the formidable power of our minds, urging us not to let our apprehensions and anxieties regarding possible outcomes blur our perspective or hinder us from stepping forth. Lastly, we have a compelling quote from Epictetus, a former slave turned celebrated Stoic philosopher. He professed, "He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a man who is alive." This quote serves as a stark reminder that fear, particularly the fear of death, stifles us from truly living and reaching our fullest potential. These quotes are a testament to the enduring wisdom of Stoic philosophy. They underscore the power and control we wield over our own minds, the of confronting our fears, and the fruitlessness of fretting over things beyond our grasp. As you wrestle with life's hurdles, remember these quotes. They should not be seen as obstacles, but as opportunities to forge your strength and grow. You're not the leaf tossed by the winds of adversity, but the sturdy oak that weathers the storm. Let this Stoic wisdom guide you towards a life of tranquility and joy, as the Stoics themselves would have wanted. In the wake of these timeless Stoic quotes, let us delve deeper into one of the most empowering aspects of Stoic philosophy, the ability to shape our own reality. As Stoics, we are not passive spectators in the theatre of life. Rather, we are active participants, authors of our own narrative. The Stoic warrior, armed with the sword of wisdom, understands that every moment presents an opportunity to exert their power and influence over their reality. Just as Marcus Aurelius reminded us, it's not the external events but our interpretation of them that truly matter. We can't control the storm, but we can control how we sail our ship. In every moment, we have the power to choose our response, and it is this response that ultimately defines our journey. Let's take an example. Imagine you've failed at a task you've been working on. The event itself, the failure, is beyond your control, but how you respond to that failure, that's entirely up to you. You can choose to wallow in self-pity, or you can choose to learn from the experience, to grow and adapt. The Stoic warrior chooses the latter, transforming what appears to be a setback into a stepping stone towards progress. Moreover, the Stoic warrior is mindful of their words and actions, understanding their profound impact. As Seneca pointed out, our suffering is more often in imagination than in reality. So be intentional with your words and actions, for they shape your perception, your reality. Finally, remember Epictetus's words. Fear, especially the fear of death, inhibits us from truly living. The Stoic warrior confronts their fears, understanding that it's only through this confrontation that they can truly live, truly thrive. In conclusion, the Stoic warrior is not a victim of circumstance, but an architect of their own reality. They understand that their power lies within their responses, their words, their deeds. They are not swayed by the winds of adversity, but stand firm, wielding their sword of wisdom to carve their path. Be that Stoic warrior. Be the author of your narrative. In the spirit of Stoicism, we now turn our attention to the pursuit of true joy. The Stoic warrior understands that chasing fleeting pleasures is a trap, a mirage that offers temporary satisfaction, but leaves us perpetually unsatisfied. Instead, they find joy not in accumulating, but in appreciating what they already have. This is not to say that Stoics abandon all desires. Rather, they limit their desires to what truly enriches their life. They realize that the most valuable treasures are often those that can't be bought. They understand that true joy lies in the simple things, the often overlooked moments of everyday life. As Marcus Aurelius once said, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. So, the next time you find yourself desiring something, ask yourself, do I really need this? Will it truly enrich my life? Try to distinguish between your needs and your wants. Remember, it's not about having what you want, but wanting what you have. The Stoic warrior finds joy in gratitude, contentment, and simplicity. They find joy in the present moment, understanding that it's all they truly have. They find joy in their relationships, cherishing the love and companionship they bring. They find joy in their growth, celebrating the progress they've made. They find joy in their resilience, taking pride in their ability to weather life's storms. So embrace the Stoics' path to true joy. Limit your desires, focus on what truly enriches your life, and discover the treasures that can't be bought. Remember, a Stoic warrior does not seek joy in the outside world, but finds it within themselves. Be that Stoic warrior. Discover your path to true joy. As we delve deeper into the Stoic philosophy, we find that virtue is not a grand gesture, but a daily dance with your values. It's not about heroic acts or grandiose displays of morality, but about the small, everyday decisions that reflect our deepest beliefs. This is your inner fortress, the stronghold that keeps you grounded in the face of life's storms. The pillars of this fortification are courage, wisdom, justice, and self-control. Courage is not just about facing physical dangers, but about standing up for what you believe in, even when it's unpopular. Wisdom is not about accumulating knowledge, but about understanding the nature of things, discerning what is good, what is bad, and what is indifferent. Justice is not merely about treating others fairly, but about contributing positively to the society in which we live. Self-control is not about denying our desires, but about choosing our desires wisely, being masters of our own impulses rather than their slaves. Each day, make it a point to dance with these virtues. Let your actions be guided by them. When faced with a dilemma, ask yourself, what would courage have me do? What does wisdom suggest? How can I act justly in this situation? How can I exercise self-control? Finding peace in knowing you live with integrity, that's the Stoic way. It's not about being perfect, but about striving for virtue, for excellence of character. It's about knowing that no matter what happens outside your inner fortress, you have the strength to remain steadfast, the wisdom to remain calm, and the courage to keep moving forward. So, dance with your virtues, build your inner fortress, and find peace in the knowledge that you are living true to your values. This is the Stoics' dance with virtue, a daily practice that leads to a life of integrity, resilience, and true joy. As we continue our journey into the heart of Stoicism, let's take a moment to reflect on the transient nature of life. Just like a river, life is ever-changing, ever-flowing. Every moment is unique, never to be repeated. Every experience is fleeting, a ripple on the surface of the river of life. The Stoic understands this. They know that clinging to the past or fearing the future is like trying to grasp water. It's futile, and it only leads to suffering. Instead, the Stoic learns to embrace the present, to savor each experience, each moment, no matter how fleeting. They understand that the only constant is change, and rather than fighting against it, they learn to dance with it. They accept the ebb and flow of life with grace and equanimity. They do not resist change, but adapt to it, using their virtues as a compass to navigate the unpredictable currents of life. When faced with adversity, they do not despair, but draw upon their inner fortress of courage, wisdom, justice, and self-control. They understand that every change, every challenge, is an opportunity to practice these virtues, to test their resilience, to grow stronger. They do not fear change, but welcome it, knowing that it is a part of life, a part of the dance. So, as a Stoic, learn to dance with change. Embrace the present, savor each experience, let go of the past, let go of the future, and find peace in the now. This is the Stoic's dance with change, a dance that leads to a life of serenity, resilience, and true joy. In the serenity of the present moment, a Stoic finds a powerful ally: gratitude. Gratitude for a Stoic is not just an emotion, but a practice, a discipline, a way of life. This practice doesn't focus on grand achievements or monumental milestones, but on the ordinary, the everyday, the mundane. It trains the mind to see the beauty in the ordinary, the blessings in every breath, the miracles in the mundane. Imagine the Stoics starting their day, not with a rush of anxiety about the tasks ahead, but with a moment of gratitude for the simple fact of being alive. They savor their morning coffee, not as a hurried routine, but as a ritual of gratitude, a celebration of the senses. They find joy in the warmth of the sun, the rustle of the leaves, the laughter of a child. They see the beauty in the struggle, the lessons in the failure, the opportunities in the challenges. They understand that a grateful heart is fertile ground for joy, even in the harshest of winters. This disciplined practice of gratitude, then, is not a denial of the pain, the suffering, the injustice of the world. Rather, it is a conscious choice to focus on the good, to celebrate the beauty, to honor the blessings, however small. It is a choice to cultivate joy, to nurture peace, to foster resilience. It is a choice to embrace life in all its complexity, with all its contradictions, with all its chaos. So, as a Stoic, cultivate this discipline of gratitude. Train your eyes to see the beauty in the ordinary, the blessings in every breath. Embrace the present with a grateful heart and discover the joy that lies in the quiet moments of gratitude. This is the Stoic's embrace of gratitude, a practice that leads to a life of serenity, resilience, and true joy. In the journey of life, storms are inevitable. Sometimes they arrive with a warning, other times they hit us unexpectedly. But the Stoic, armed with the principles of gratitude, resilience, and inner peace, is not just prepared for these storms, but embraces them. They know that the true battle is not against the external circumstances, but against their own reactions. This is the Stoic's victory over self. Imagine the Stoic standing in the face of adversity, not with fear or despair, but with calmness and courage. They don't try to control the storm, but learn to navigate it. They don't resist the change, but adapt to it. They don't avoid the pain, but learn from it. They don't dwell on the past or worry about the future, but stay rooted in the present. They don't seek validation from others, but find it within themselves. They don't strive for perfection, but embrace their flaws. They don't judge their emotions, but observe them. They don't suppress their feelings, but express them. They don't fear failure, but see it as a stepping stone to growth. This is the Stoic's victory over self, the ability to remain calm in chaos, resilient in adversity, and grateful in hardship. This victory is not a destination, but a journey. It's not about winning or losing, but about learning and growing. It's not about conquering the world, but about mastering the self. As you embark on your journey of Stoicism, remember the greatest victory is not over others, but over yourself. Like, share, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom on your path to inner peace.